Welcome to Matters Financial and Geopolitical from a Frontier. I'm sure you're all looking forward to the Christmas holidays as I am. Political reflections: the US plans a full withdrawal of troops from Syria. This is Trump catching even his national security officials off guard. Administration years end of campaign to retake territory once held by ISIS as Trump tweets, "We have defeated ISIS in Syria." I conclude by saying Bashar Assad is the first leader to successfully repel regime change, and that is quite an outcome. In this photograph, US-backed forces are seen in the village of Susa in the eastern province of Deir ez-Zor, near the Syrian border with Iraq. Mark Ames, exile, tweeted, "Looks like Trump is selling out Rojava Kurds to Erdogan's goons in a deal to get Turkey and Qatar to ease up on MBS and the Saudis." This is the moment that is getting Conservative MPs riled up. Did Jeremy Corbyn call Theresa May a stupid woman in Prime Minister's Question Times? Have a look at this short video. It's about 7 seconds. Make up your own mind. R. Haplord tweeted, "This is the 1740 golden crown of Emperor Tewodros II of the then divided Ethiopian Empire." And that took me back to that wonderful Latin phrase, sic transit gloria mundi. Third Canadian detained in China, Canadian media says, citing the minister. 2 Canadians, former diplomat Michael Kovrig and businessman Michael Spavor, were detained after Canadian police arrested Huawei Technologies CFO Meng Wanzhou. Canada's Global Affairs Office told the National Post that they were aware of a detention but did not provide details and did not suggest a connection to Meng's detention. Beijing-based Western diplomats and former Canadian diplomats have said they believe the detentions are a form of tit-for-tat reprisal by China. I take you back to the piece I wrote on the 10th of December about the truce dinner. And this was actually removed from my article, but I said in it, the temptation to mug the handsome Justin Trudeau is something the Crown Prince of Saudi Arabia could not resist, and it seems Xi is experiencing the same impulse. Japan's Maritime Self-Defense Force is to conduct its first joint drill with the US and British navies in the Pacific off southern Japan later this week. We've seen a tremendous increase in follow-ups activity and in maritime security around that region, in part to counter China. In Paris, the flame of romance is never extinguished, not even by riot police, it seems, Fraser Matthew. Fox News hosts comment on Nancy Pelosi's stunning outmaneuvering of Trump over the border wall, government shutdown. She was marvelous. That was extraordinary. I watched the entire 16 minutes. She really is a superstar. She's been the first to push back on Trump, push back hard. This photograph was posted by Concelia Flores of herself and Nicolas Maduro. And I've written about Venezuela severally. 8th of May 2017, I said Nicolas Maduro's Venezuela is at breaking point. Other capitals are going to run out of options. 13th of August this year, The Edge, there is no honest way to explain it, because the only people who really know where it is are the ones who have gone over, which is very true indeed. Vladimir Putin visited the Sobramennik Theatre in Moscow and wished its artistic director Galina Volchek a happy birthday. Switzerland prepares to launch Iran Payments Channel, post launching an initiative to let companies sell food, medicine and medical devices to Iran using a payments channel that could be the first such mechanism to win Washington's approval since it reimposed sanctions against Tehran. Burns' humanitarian supplies plan, subject of delicate ongoing talks with the US and Iran, comes as leading EU powers hope within weeks to set up a much-touted mechanism to finance broader trade with Tehran. The US State Department signaled that it was comfortable with the Swiss channel. "We understand the importance of this activity since it helps the Iranian people It has never been, nor is it now, US policy to target this trade. The Iranian rial has depreciated by about 50% this year, pushing up prices of food and medicine. Central bank figures show a 60% year-on-year rise in food prices in November. The EU hopes its payments channel for non-dollar denominated Iran trade could be in place as soon as the end of this month. Federica Mogherini, the bloc's foreign policy chief, said last week. I don't think that's going to happen. I somehow doubt the US will countenance the Mogherini plan.